Well, hello out there in YouTube land. How's everybody doing? Just making sure I'm on. I just did a video and I was trying to watch my clock, but as usual, my big yapperoonie got in the way and it turned out to be 30 minutes. And I said, I'm not putting that on there. So I'm now going to try to do, I am going to do a shorter video. And that's why I always look down there and say, wonder what's happening. So here I am. And in case all of my wonderful subscribers have been wondering where I am, when you watch this video, if you feel so inclined, I'm putting a link. I actually know how to do a link now. I'm putting a link down below, and I did a video with Nathalie TheBeautyDiva on Friday over at her condo, and we had a blast. And if none of you know Natalie, well, you're going to get to know Natalie. And she has joined our awesome circle of women, as I have told you. But this gal really knows what to do. I mean, she knows her stuff. She's studied makeup. She does makeup on people. She knows all about ingredients and why powders are chalky and what you can do about them and how to contour and how to do everything. And she's an absolute delight. And we met. She picked me up at the hospital after my dialysis on Friday. We gave each other a huge hug for about at least 3 minutes. Got into her beautiful BMW, went over to her condo. The last time I was at that condo was in 1998 during the ice storm when my younger son was living there. And I haven't been in that place since 1998. And I also used to work right across the street from her place for a doctor. So it was really nice going back into the building. And we had, I'm just checking to make sure I'm recording. We had such a good time, and it was a tag that I could not have done by myself because I would have just, if I could pee my pants, I would have peed my pants laughing. It was just, I'm not knocking whoever wrote this tag, but it's just that I don't live in that kind of a world, and I know a lot of women on YouTube do, but I sure don't, and so, and I'm not knocking anybody who does live in that kind of a world. Actually, you're quite fortunate, but I just by a couple of questions in there, it was like really, anyway, if you watch the tag, you'll understand. And it's the Summer Lovin tag. You know the questions in that, and I don't think there's a person that's done it that hasn't laughed at the one of the. It's a good tag, but there's one question that is like so far out. Anyway, so I met Nat. She's absolutely amazing. She looks just like Tinkerbell. She really looks like Tinkerbell. And she loves Tinkerbell. She's got Tinkerbell things all over her condo. She's got stuffies all over her condo. I love stuffies. I came home with 2 of her stuffies. And Holly fell in love with one of them, so I gave one to Holly yesterday. Holly came over yesterday, which is one of the reasons why I just canceled the last video, because it was 30 minutes, to show me, or to help me. Thank you, Lady Jasmine. I downloaded a free version of Wondershare Video Editor with the intention of buying it when I get my pension check. Well, I looked at it. Of course, it was double Dutch to me, except it was easier than Movie Maker. Holly is a computer whiz, but like most of my friends and even my son, who is in, there's nothing this guy can't do with computers. But they don't do movies. They're not into YouTube making movies, or they watch it. Holly, we got as far as having a nice big flashy purple thing with stars and everything coming out of it with my name on it, but it only applied to one video. And after an hour and a half, I just said to Holly, I said, you know what, Holly, it's too much trouble. I'm just going to go on as I am. What they see is what they get. I'm just going to come on and do a video without all the pretty things that I would love to have at the beginning. Maybe someday somebody will come over here and show me how to do it, because I would really love to have my own little thing. It would probably be something either very beautiful, not funny, just something very beautiful, like Rockstar Moms, like there's some really nice ones out there. I just love them. I wouldn't copy anybody's, but I'd love to do my own. Anyway, can't do that. Okay? So please go and watch the video with Nat and I, which we did on Friday night. when I first got there, as Nat will tell you, and we both tell you, we sat and we talked for at least 3 hours before we even started doing the video. Both of us had the same makeup on that we had on in the morning. I look absolutely terrible in the video because it's on a different computer. We were in a different room and she's not used to doing a video in that room. And the lighting was kind of screwy, which happens when you do it in a different room. And Natalie looks like she's wearing neon clothes, and she's not. She was wearing a beautiful sort of a butter yellow jacket, and it looks like a shiny, she looks gorgeous. She looks like she just came from Florida. But she's much paler in person, and she looked like she had like a really, really strong tan. And for the amount of makeup that she puts on her face, which is not really a lot when you know how to do contouring, her face was like perfection as far as her makeup went and everything else. I had a great time. I met her roommate, her best friend. He's a sweetie. And Natalie wants to do like a collab once a month. I couldn't do it once a month because of my physical condition, but every 6 weeks I would be able to do that. She'll come over here, I'll go over there, and I think we're going to have a ball. And it's too bad that more of us can't get together, but being in Canada and you guys being in the States, it's kind of difficult. I just wish I could just go and visit everybody I know. I really do a video with you guys. You know, it would be so much fun, and get to know you all and give you a big hug. Not just the ones that make videos, a lot of my subscribers, but you know, that's kind of impossible because I won't be traveling anymore. And sad but true. Anyway, so I wanted to come on and just let everybody see that I'm still alive and kicking. Well, I'm not kicking. I'm got my feet on the floor and it's nice and cool in here. And I just wanted to, I'm just going to talk about a couple of things. If anybody, because I cannot afford to buy MAC makeup anymore, and that's why I so much appreciate my beautiful iris, which I've got in on my eyes somewhere, and my Candy Yum Yum, which I love to wear when I wear pink, and I love pink. So I thought I was getting a really good deal because there's a huge guru YouTuber on here, and I just adore her, and she's amazing. And she's I think she's probably in her 30s, and she's got a lot of on her YouTube. She has a YouTube channel, and she also has a website. And on her website, like some of them do, and on her website there's all these different companies that, you know, sponsor her, I guess. And so I saw this one company, and it was called I think The Body Needs, and you could get all MAC samples. So I said, oh, I went and checked it out, and I see all these MAC samples for like 2 something, 3 something, and I said, oh my God, that's amazing. So one thing I've always wanted is the paint, the pottery paint, the paint pottery, you know, that paint pottery thing, or I guess it's a paint pot in the color pottery. Well, I wanted that very badly, so I asked for a sample. And I've heard you girls talking or showing your samples when you come out of Sephora's, and then give you a little container full of sample. Do not order anything from The Body Needs if you want MAC samples of any kind of paint pot, because I can't open it right now, because if I open it I'm going to lose what I have. This is what I got. I paid almost $4 for this. It is a little tiny minuscule thingy. Look at the size of it. It's a fingertip, a little end of somebody's fingertip, and they stuck it in a little teeny weeny thing, and they couldn't even like put it along the bottom. I don't even know if this is going to do one eye. I don't think it will. Maybe it'll do one application. $4 for that? I mean, give me a break. I could have bought a product for $4 in the drugstore. This is insane. And I don't know how much the paint pottery is. I think, what is it, $20 or something? $4 for that? You have to, it's like a little tiny, it's like a chiclet being chewed, and you've taken off a quarter of it, and that's the size of it. That is it. That's what you get for $3.79, not to mention the shipping to Canada, okay? Now, I also ordered a couple of eyeshadow samples. And those aren't too bad. This is sort of like it's like what I call mermaid. It's a beautiful sort of aqua greeny blue with pink in it. So, and that's like, you know, that's sort of, it's almost like a pan size. And I paid, I think, $3, $2.79. And then, what is this? Oh, this is, I love gold pigments, and I have different kinds of gold pigments, so I wanted to try the best, I guess. So I asked for max, and I got a very small amount, but pigments go a long way. And I also ordered 2 samples of lipsticks, and the lipsticks are basically like just a little bit bigger than the Potterly. So don't if you want MAC products, find out some place where you've heard that somebody gets MAC products and you get your money's worth. Because I ended up spending with shipping, I probably ended up spending about $25, and you know, it was a total waste of money. So that was that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is just one of my secrets, because Natalie, like I said, she's going to be a great asset to our awesome circle of women, because I don't think there's anything this woman doesn't know about makeup. And there's a lot of women in our circle who know about skincare. I know nothing about skincare. They know a lot about makeup, but so now we have somebody else, and she's very, very organized. She does it on other people, and so it's great that Natalie has joined our team. Myself, I don't know anything about makeup. I just love makeup, and I just like to make different looks and everything else. And I've learned a lot since I've been on YouTube, and for that I'm eternally grateful. And I just have fun with it, and I've always been interested in it, but I couldn't tell you the ingredients or anything like that. But one thing I do know how to do is to camouflage. That's my, I guess that's my strong point. Why do I always get an itchy face when I'm in here? Anyways, and I'm talking about camouflaging where I don't have bags, but I have like trenches there. And when I put my makeup on, you don't really, like, they don't stand out like when I don't have my makeup on. They don't really stand out, because nothing stands out, because my face is just this pale face. But when I put makeup on, the trenches would show more. And for way before I came on YouTube, I've been using this, and this is, and I think I showed this at the beginning of my YouTube career, and it's Tarte, and it's an under eye corrector. I don't think they even make it anymore. Yes, it's a high-end product, but it's worth every penny. I'm hitting pan on it, and it's this is in the color light, and you just put it on the end of, I put it on the end of my finger. And when I put my mineral foundation, I put my Clarins moisturizer, then I put mineral foundation by Physicians Formula, and then I put whatever foundation I'm going to use on top of that. And then I start filling in my trenches. And the first thing I use is Instafill for down here and down here, and sometimes on my eyelids. And then comes this little sucker. And this I use because I'm like packing it in to where the trenches are. You know, like where your skin goes in. They say if you want something not to be seen, well, you darken it. But you can't darken your trenches. I can't darken my trenches, because then you got dark lines. So I fill it in. It's like I'm filling it in with sort of like with putty. I mean, they're not that bad, but I've done this with a couple of friends who have bags under their eyes, and you wouldn't believe the difference it makes when you take the bag and you just put it in that little trench there, the trench. And I have one friend who's got like really, really large, she has quite, you know, she has bags under her eyes, and she's only in her 40s, and I've done that to her and put something on top of them, and you wouldn't even know she had bags. Of course, as soon as you wash your face, it goes off. So if anybody, I think Patty, not my Patty, I call her my Patty, but I think Tammy Makeup with the Songs Patty sent her this, if I'm correct. So I think Patty probably maybe was using this or got it for Tammy somewhere, but I don't think that I can get this anymore. But I am going to find something that is the same quality as this. And so I don't want this to end, and I've had it like for over a year and a half. So that's my little tip of the day, is the Tarte Under Eye Corrector for filling in trenches. I don't use it for under my eyes because I use about 3 other products for under my eyes. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you about that. I'm doing great. I had a ball on Friday night with Natalie, and it was really, really fun getting to know another YouTuber. It was something that I'd never done before. I've gotten to know a few YouTubers on the phone, and I'm really good friends with one particular one. But with Nat and I, we've already spoken on the phone like for hours, and we're going to get together and do some more collab videos. I don't know if I just said this, but she wants to do like it once a month, and I said no. Well, I didn't say no, but I'm just saying no. I couldn't do it once a month. It takes too much out of me, as Mary would know, because you have a friend going through dialysis. But once every 6 weeks or something, it'll be great. Like, I'll get Natalie to come over here. We'll do it here. We'll do it at her place. We're going to have a ball together. Anyway, so, and she's everything that you see and more. She's such a sweetheart. I love her place. I love her roommate. He's a doll. He's her best friend. And it was just a great beginning to a really happy weekend. I've had a very, very relaxing weekend. I basically got caught up in a lot of my laundry last week, so I haven't really had to do too much. I'm gonna go and I think I'm gonna make a meatloaf, and so I just wanted to come on and say hi. And I'll be doing my regular video on Tuesday about what I have no idea. And just like now, I just came on to say hi, and I'm gonna go down and visit my sister and have a little half cup of tea. I wish I could have 10 cups of tea, but I can't. And then just pass my Sunday afternoon, maybe go sit out in the balcony, get some sun. Anyways, I just had a really nice weekend. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm forgetting. No, just please, for my subscribers, check the link and go over and see the tag, so that you don't think I haven't been doing a video, and get to know Natalie and hopefully subscribe to her, because you're going to love her. And there's nobody to call out, because I think all the newcomers have been called out. And somebody had who had a birthday? Somebody had a birthday that I know, and I didn't realize she had a birthday, and it's one of us. Damn, who was it? I can't remember. I watched so many videos, and I'm trying to get caught up on. I just finished all the posts, answering all the posts to I think my last video, and I've got one video before that I have to do. And it's just like it's non-ending when you have a YouTube channel. It's unbelievable. You spend all your time watching videos and answering posts and everything else, but I love it. So welcome to my new subscribers. I seem to be getting like 1 or 2 a day. And so thank you very, very much, and I hope you enjoy my channel. So I'll see you all on Tuesday with something that I shall plan. I just came on very impromptually? No. I just came on very lackadaisically today to just tell you about the video I did with Natalie, and to just tell you about, oh, and another thing, Natalie gave me, I knew I forgot something. I've been looking for my Holy Grail tight liner for the top. I have a whole box full of pencils, and they all transfer down, or they hurt my eyes or whatever. Natalie gave me, and I love skin products, like SKINN, that's where I get my Insta filler and a few other products. And I'm not into skin products, but I love their skin products. And she gave me a smudge stick from Skin. And this little sucker, no transfers at all. Put it on. I put it on a couple of hours ago. Didn't hurt my eyes, didn't go down because I don't wear black on the bottom, even though some people may think I do. I always wear blue. And not a spot of transfer. Nothing went in my eye, nothing hurt, nothing irritated. So looking like this, I have found my holy grail. So I'm going to be ordering one of those, so I always have one. Okay, so that's it, my little beauties. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm glad you all seem to have had a great 4th of July. It was nice to see Julie come back. Glad Rags, she hadn't been making videos for a while. It's always nice to see somebody come back. You know, I guess a lot of people get busy in the summer. So I was really, really glad to see Julie doing a video. And she was looking wonderful. And I just want to say hi to all my friends. Have a great week. I will see you Tuesday. Love you all. And have a great, great week. Like I just said 3 times. Didn't I say that 3 times? And see, in the last video, Bogey came up on the stool here and he was talking all through the video. But I wasn't going to do a 30-minute video. So, love you all. See you Tuesday. Au revoir de Montreal. Au revoir de la Chine. And Julie May, I sure as hell hope you got your package because we're tracking it. And as of the 19th or something, it had just arrived in a foreign country. And then when I checked it last time, or Holly checked it last time, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to be taking care of that this week, okay? So, once again, love you all. Take care. Go check out the collab video, and I'll see you Tuesday. Bye. And yes, it did come out. I hope. Hi.